Welcome to Nallana Samareddy Education Society's group of institutions, integrated campus, structural engineering 1, unit 2. I am Dr. A. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. In last previous videos, I explained about what are the cracks occurs in the structural element due to shear. In this video, we'll see some more cracks or failures in the structural element. Modes of failures in the structural elements. Basically, what are the failures occurs due to shear in the structural element? What are the main important points for failures? What are the precautions we have to take? For beams, if span depth ratio is not sufficient, and if inadequate shear reinforcement is provided, if not sufficient reinforcement is provided, the failure may be due to shear. If low span to depth, span by depth ratio, this is also given as per guidelines for simply supported beams, for continuous beams, and for cantilever. For cantilever, what is the span depth ratio? 7. Effective span by effective depth is equal to 7. These are guidelines of the IS 456. For simply supported beams, the span by depth ratio is 20. Like that, guidelines given by our IS code provisions. So failure may be due to shear. If you are not providing sufficient shear reinforcement, failures may occur due to shear. What is shear? You know, what are the shear failures? Shear is sudden as compared to the failure due to flexure. See here, flexure means bending. Flexure means bending. Failure due to shear, that is loads directly, is sudden as compared to failure due to flexure. See, suppose if you see, I will show you some example. See here, suppose one beam is there, right? Suppose one beam is there here, and if you have a load and this one is more, right? Suppose here bending moment is like this. See here bending moment. See, suppose you have uniform load on the beam. What will happen? Your bending moment will be like this, maximum at the center, and it will be like this. So if load will be more, suppose here it will take only say 50 kilonewtons, for example. Okay, 50 kilonewtons. If you have 60 kilonewtons, it will fail. The maximum is 50 kilonewtons design. But if you have 60 kilonewtons, the structure will fail, even though you will not observe the failure due to bending moment. So failure is due to shear. This you have to observe. Failure due to shear is sudden. There is no indication as compared to failure due to flexure. Suppose in failure due to bending, that you will observe that there is some indication. So what will happen? The people under the structure may be in danger. So always it's a danger failure if a structural element fails due to shear. That's why you take care of bending moment. There are 5 modes of failures due to shear are identified. So we'll see one by one. One is diagonal. tension failure. In previous videos, I explained in some of the figures what is the diagonal failure, and I will show in coming figures also what is diagonal failure. It is diagonal to the section. Suppose beam section is, it is a diagonal, that is around 45 degrees to the cross section of the beam. That is here, if you see, suppose here is a beam like this, okay, your here is a beam. If you see, this is a beam, the cross section is your diagonal. See here, like will be there, your cracks will be there, diagonal. This is diagonal tension failure, maybe in diagonal. Okay, see, like that in compression, shear may be compressive, where here say here compress, here diagonal, here compressive, and shear due to tension. Suppose there is not sufficient reinforcement provided, the bottom longitudinal will have tension shear failure. And weft crushing near the here, suppose here near the here, from this place to there, this place, weft crushing failure will occur. Similarly, arch rib failure. See, these are depend on span depth ratio, loading, cross section of the beam, size of the beam, amount, and anchorage of reinforcement. That is, anchorage means sufficient length of the reinforcement. Mode of failure depends upon span to depth ratio, loading, cross section of beam, amount of, and anchorage of shear reinforcement. So explain failures due to shear. So you have to explain all these things. Why shear failures occurs? What are the types of shear failures? Here I will explain in the figures. See, this is a deflection of beam undergo pure bending moment. Whenever this is a beam, whenever undergoes, say this is a imaginary structural element, total not like this, is very slight. You are unable to see actually, but this is the undergo bending movement like this. Whenever bending movement will act, will bend, will like, the cross section will see something like trapezoidal. Okay, see, this is the deflection of the beam undergo pure bending movement. At this cross section, this is the section, right? This is deflected slab. See, the deflection means it should be straight line. The suppose from here to here, straight line. What is the deflection? Deflection of the shape when undergoes vertical load and bending moment. Shear in beams generally occurs. You have to see some of the important points here. Bending and shear. This is one, bending and shear. The structural element may be subjected to bending, here bending and shear, this failure. Here you see, here shear load and here bending, right? This is bending, this is bending. Okay, so this is one type. Suppose under vertical shear, you only here vertical shear, there is no, here no, this is here no bending moment, and equilibrium forces. So equal and opposite forces. Shear stresses in beams, general loading types, and only bending moment. There are 4 types. If you observe, this is a cross section of a typical beam undergo when general loading. See, these figures are very important. If you observe, horizontal shear. how horizontal when subjected generally in pre-stressed concretes or some type of structures, you will see shear developed due to horizontal. Here, if you observe here, horizontal, this is horizontal. See, this is vertical shear, this is horizontal plane. This is, see, here, if you observe, this is horizontal, right? This is horizontal. This is shear developed due to horizontal load. Okay, this is vertical load, right? See, diagonal tensile failure. Already I explained what is diagonal tension. Here, if you observe what is diagonal tension in a structure is here, if you see this is a diagonal, approximately diagonal tension because of tension failure. It may be due to insufficient shear reinforcement or span depth ratio. Diagonal, first one is diagonal tension failure. Note down, explain failures in shear failures due to shear in the structural element or RCC beams. So incline propagates, inclined crack propagates rapidly due to inadequate shear reinforcement, that is insufficient shear reinforcement. This causes diagonal tension failure. See, each point is important to understand the concept. If you know, if you want to, if you understand concept is very easy subject. All problematic subject you must understand the concept. Theoretical subjects are very different. See, what I am explaining, you listen carefully, observe carefully, and you can ask me directly, post me any queries in group. I will explain as many times as you, and if you should understand the concept, what is diagonal tension failure here. Okay, next class we'll see some more types of failures in the structural element. Thank you all.